What is up, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are reviewing my first CZW show. This is CZW The Devil Deals in Death. First airing live on IWTV from Cooper Riverview in Trenton, New Jersey at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on May 31st, 2026. Now, CZW will become a semi-regular thing when they do their, particularly like Jeff Match heavy shows. I've tried to watch whatever their like weekly show or whatever. It's not my cup of tea. Whatever. We'll, we're gonna start off this night with an 8-man ultra-violent scramble match. We had a lot of guys coming up from loco wrestling out of Houston, Texas. So we had Marty to Flyy versus Mickey Vargas versus Primo Cuhh versus Byron Simmons versus Ty Rockwell versus Jimmy Controversy versus Rob Shit versus the Handyman Jake Gray. Obviously, this match would have been a lot better if the ending was different, but still a good match, showing off a lot of these young guys. I think really the biggest names in here are probably Jimmy Controversy and Rob Shit. So yeah, I my only note is that because this match went to a no contest, it was a good match until GCW World Champion Eran Ash came down and beat the entire field. Just beat him down. Um, so overall, the match itself, I give 3 stars. So that should tell you something. Usually, a match like this would warrant less, but um, it was just a setup for a few a match in the future between Eran Ash and AKIRA. But after that, Ash is on the mic just talking shit about deathmatch wrestling like he always does. AKIRA comes out, hits Ash with a bundle of twos that were left during for the match, probably specifically told like, "Hey, we need this for the segment after the match." Um, they brawl, they get pulled apart. AKIRA issues the challenge like, "Hey, I want to fucking face you, motherfucker," type deal. So yeah, AKIRA going after the CZW World Title. We'll have to see how that plays out. Then we had a Terracotta Pot Deathmatch, which only means one thing. We had the undisputed King of the Death, Eric Ryan, taking on Mr. Insanity, Toby Klein. Toby Klein returning to the combat zone after I believe they said it was 8 years. I know, to me, Toby Klein is that last round of heavy hitters, so I would consider him a CZW legend. So, yeah, that's just how it is. Like, good match, hard hitting. Eric Ryan took most of the offense from Klein in this match. Um, Eric Ryan picked up the victory via, I believe it was a roll up. I didn't know what the actual way he finished, but he won by pinfall. I give this match 3.5 stars. This match was like as we get deeper into these matches, it gets a lot better. But we had, but yeah, um, yeah. So that Terracotta Deathmatch between Toby Coin and Eric Ryan gets 3.5 stars. I'm just making sure I put it in there just in case, because my brain went poof. But then we had a very surprising deathmatch debut, which we knew about. Nixon Newell, the former Tegan Knox, taking on Rickey Shane Page in a full glass deathmatch. Like she was afraid she did very good. One of the staples of this match is that she had a thumbtack kick pad, which I think if she was wearing, cause she was wearing like Chucks. I think if she was wearing like boots or something with a little bit better, because you could see like she did like a couple kicks, and then the kick pad turned, so the attacks were actually more on the outside, like towards the outer part of her leg than the actual shin area. So what she did, it was just a good showing for Newell. My exact notes were good match. Had a great showing, being that was her first death match. We'll have to see if she continues with this. She could be taking like that Shotzi route where she does some death matches, but it's mainly she's just doing what she normally does and just showing how she can get possibly back to WWE. That is even her goal. She's one of these, like, she could just do conventions and then do her wrestling matches she wants to do, and she would probably be making enough to live off of being an independent wrestler because she has that name behind her from WWE. But Ricky Shane Page picked up this victory. I give this match 3.5 stars, so let's move on.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Emotional damage!
We had a Shattered Dreams death match. We had Jimmy fucking Lloyd versus the Product of Darkness, Product of Violence, Nino Extremo. Yeah, not the first time these two have faced off. I think this may be their first one-on-one match. I know they did. They teamed, I believe, at GCW Express Lane, and then when Jimmy wasn't in that match, but he did show up and show out at GCW's One Night Only at 2300. So yeah, there's an upcoming star, like he's that next class of deathmatch wrestlers. So Nino had a hard time busting a piece of glass. My note literally said he had to dive on this piece of glass 3 times before it even attempted the shatter. Which, that's gotta just hurt on Nino, where he's expecting okay, shatter, fall, where he just hits it and bounces off of it. That had to hurt. I just put good match, and I gave this match 3.5 stars. What really happened was what came next. And I'm just gonna shut up, cut, roll the clip.
So what do you guys think of tonight's Primo? You may have lost today, but you definitely have a future of this. So I'd like to give you an opportunity. How about you come back here and be the first entrant in Tournament of Destiny?
And we're back. So yeah, via DJ Hyden, who I would assume are two of his inner circles for CZW right now, at least in the deathmatch scene. Slack and RSP. Nino Extremo is now the first entrant into TOD 23, and the first TOD taking place over 2 days at the farm in Delaware. Congratulations, Nino Extremo. I know you're going to show up and show out at TOS this weekend. Yes, I'm recording this the week of TOS. And I will have a TOS video out too this week. But let's move on to your next contest. This is where the night truly became ultraviolent. We had Lucky 13 going against, who is apparently like his rival in CZW right now. The man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. It's just crazy. Like, my only notes are great match, Gage goes crazy. Like, that was literally my entire notes for this match. Gage just went crazy, had the offense most of the time. Lucky 13 does pick up the victory. He did after fighting back and just being, well, lucky. Picking up the victory against match 4 stars. This is where the night turned around for me. Like, it's all like 3.5 till this match. And then it just turned up to 11. Then to 11. Then we had an impromptu match. DJ essentially comes out, starts cutting a promo, basically like, hey, come to this, come to that. We got this new beer, blah, 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 blah. And then Phil Insane comes out saying, I want an opportunity. Angel Metro comes out saying, I want an opportunity. It looks like they're going to face off against each other. But DJ says, well, if you want your opportunity, here's your opportunity. And Slack comes out. So we had Angel Metro versus Phil Insane versus the Human Meat Grinder. No God, only Slack. This crazy match. I will insert several videos after this portion of the review. But yeah, just this match was just crazy. I can't just, but it's undescribable because it's very hard. It's literally hard to describe and recap this properly. This, I would recommend going back and watching it. Overall, this show was good, but these last 2 matches were just where everything got turned up to 11. So I just put crazy match, crazy hard hitting, but great match, crazy hard hitting. And this is where the night turned into a greatness. This is also one of my 5-star matches. I just love it.
Emotional damage.
Jail. Yes, you right to jail. Right to jail, right away.
After the match, Lucky 13 hits the stage and basically says, as most people would know, this is, I believe it was the 9th year anniversary of Danny Havoc's death. So he challenges Slack for Danny's title, being that this was the one Danny Havoc wanted to have and carry the most over the CZW World title. And Slack said, you know what, for Danny, let's do it.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm fucking talking to you. Yeah. I know you know what today is. I don't know if you guys know what today is. What is today? fucking Slack's Day. Today is the 6-year anniversary of Danny Havoc's passing. So how about, in honor of Grant, Danny Havoc, Slack, do me the fucking honor and give me a shot of that fucking belt in the Tangled Web next month.
Not that your illustrious career has earned yourself a shot at the belt. I'll do it because it's Grant's day of celebration. Lucky 13, Slack, Tangled Red, motherfucker.
And so we're having Lucky 13 versus Slack for the CZW Ultraviolent Championship at Tangled Web, which is happening, I believe, next month. Without looking at the calendar, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I should have noted it, but I didn't think about that. But yeah, so not quite a Danny Havoc memorial match, but something to honor him as Lucky 13, a former stablemate and friend of Danny's. And then I believe Slack did get to know him at the beginning of his career because he was around during like that late 2010s era. Slack's been doing this for a while. He's just now getting like his super main event push in the scene. And I think it's a lot through hard work, but it's a lot through he just had to kind of balance out essentially his day job with wrestling. But we can move on to your main event of the evening, and what a main event it was. We had the Devil, Joe Dredd, with his personal counsel, Stephen Jury, taking on the returning ultra-violent beast, Masada.
International Deathmatch Superstar, the ultra-violent beast,
Ooh, again, this is one of these matches. Go back and watch it. Do what you can to watch this match. It was my notes are literally great match, crazy hard hitting chaos. Jury was involved at the very end where he took some skewers from Masada, but at the end of the day, Dredd still picks up the victory, getting that extra nick in his, or getting that extra push, beating a deathmatch legend on his way to becoming a deathmatch legend. So yeah, this is also to me a 5-star match. So you get two of them, and you get two of them right back to back. I've given them like at the beginning and the end of the show. I've given like one in the middle and then one at the end. But I believe this is my first back-to-back 5-star matches. I may have done like one other time, but still. Sorry, my arms are itchy. But yeah, after the match got over, Dredd ties Masada up into the ropes, cuts a promo basically saying he respects Masada, but he must end his career tonight. Phil Insane comes out and saves Masada with a huge axe butcher's knife. So yeah, like this is a very good match. So, that's it for this week in, well, not this week in Deathmatch, but that's it for this review A couple more in the queue are going to be PORs, Violent Violent Revolution 2026. And then I will be reviewing a WWE product for the first time in a long time. But it's not WWE per se. It is AAA's Noche de los Grandes. Night 1. So, yeah. So, I will see you in the next video. Until next time. Peace.